Because I've forgotten what it was about. How do you stop being shy in front of crowds? Honestly, even now, I still get shy in front of people. I just pretend not to be, but I'm really shy. I still feel sensitive to everyone looking at my face, but I have to push through. For example, if I'm there for a specific purpose, I have to try to achieve that goal, to be responsible to everyone. Like, if I'm giving a presentation for a school assignment, I still have to try to get the highest score, even though I was shaking like a leaf. I remember that time I gave an English presentation, and I was so nervous, my hands and feet were trembling. But I still spoke clearly and coherently, and I got 8.5 for the presentation. Faith, and you made some time. My mood. But now, generally, I'm more comfortable. San is quite used to speaking in front of people, but because I don't do it often, I still feel shy even now. That's why San rarely participates in events with large crowds. Although I get invited a lot, San rarely attends. About your relationship, what is it about? Just ask, I wouldn't know otherwise. I was out with my boyfriend, and he said his feelings for me have become normal. He said he would try to change, please wait. So, he used to love you a lot, but now he doesn't anymore, right? He feels quite normal about you, right? Love is like that. There are times when people don't truly understand each other. They like different things, but when they get to know each other better, they realize it's not really what they thought, or it's not a real fit. Or maybe they loved each other at first, but over time, people change. So, it's normal for love to change, but trying to force yourself to love again is hard, almost impossible. Don't force yourself to love someone. It's like trying to get to know someone you have no chemistry with. You can't force feelings. What if you don't have a best friend? You should still connect with your family. Having at least one person is better. Maybe not a close friend, but it could be an older sibling or someone older. In general, having someone you can talk to and share with is enough. You don't necessarily need a best friend. It's good if you have one, but it's okay if you don't. It's not like you, baby. Did you get your teeth done? No, no, no. What kind of laptop should a student use? You should use a laptop that fits your budget. Why? Why? I want to share with you that when I was a student, I didn't use a laptop. What did you guys eat to have money to buy a laptop? It seems I didn't have money for a laptop, and secondly, I didn't think it was necessary. I didn't think it was necessary at all. I only bought one in my third year, but in my first and second years, I borrowed it, meaning I used my roommates and other people's. Effort without getting the deserved results means you haven't put in enough effort yet. You need to try harder. Sometimes we need to try even more. Often it's not enough. Keep trying, you're almost there. Online learning makes your back hurt. You should check your sleeping posture and the height of your chair. You should put something under your feet. Here, I have a box under my feet. You see the box. Well, this box is because I haven't gotten a proper footrest yet, but you should have something under your feet and a pillow behind your back. That way, your back won't hurt as much. Your desk is so neat. What brand is your journal? Do you want to use a journal that I design? If I were to make a journal, it would surely have to be an excellent notebook. Laughter, but I wouldn't dare say the quality is excellent, hee hee. The reason is, most of the notebooks I buy are from abroad. In Vietnam, there are also a few brands. I just wanted to stop by and say I love you, but you don't love me. Hey team, here it is. Take it and keep it safe. Yes, those who say yes mean it. Don't just say yes and then not buy it next time. You have to keep your word. Don't be like a butterfly that lands and then flies away. Around 500 of you are watching this live stream right now. Be my witnesses. Gold team, blue team, witness that if San says yes, it has to be a yes, right? I'm very happy that when I create a product, I don't want people to buy it just to support me. I want those products to serve your life, to match their value, to bring value. You might support me by buying one or two, but for you to buy it for life, it has to be worth it, right? The money you spend has to be suitable. You earn your money with great difficulty, you know. Share tips to memorize vocabulary quickly. To memorize vocabulary, you just need to use it in your daily life. For example, everything around us, just call it by its English name. For example, the table is table, the cup is cup, the bed is bed, this is a trap, and what's this? That is, we should use these words in our daily life. Only by using them can you remember them. Imagine a word needs to be placed in context. If you keep words isolated, you'll find it very hard to remember them. Don't just try to study them academically. We should learn in context. That's why I often learn by sentences rather than individual words. I find that better. Are you interested in sports? Not really, but my friend's child is a big fan of Wang Yibo. My friend's child loves Danmei, Wang Yibo, and Xiao Zhan. Don't let her know, she might be watching right now. Even though I don't have many idols, I find that Chinese music has many great songs. Chinese music has so many amazing songs. Ah, I know, you mentioned Wang Yibo, and suddenly many young people are jumping in, I know. He's so handsome, it'd be a waste not to like him, right? You should watch Disney cartoons. Old Disney cartoons were so good. Back then, I used to watch Disney, HBO, and Discovery a lot. Those were the 3 channels I watched often. Disney used to have so many great movies, but now I'm not sure because I haven't watched them in a long time. What are your thoughts on the movie, My Love? Honestly, I rate My Love and some one-episode Chinese films quite highly. Those one-episode films from China and Korea are really good. And for My Love, I actually think it has a good ending. Many people feel very uncomfortable and think it's a bad ending, but that's just how life is, you know. If you haven't watched it all, I can give you a quick summary. There's a guy who loves a girl since they were in school for 15 years. It took them a lot of time to finally decide to be together, but once they were, they couldn't stay together. Because one person felt guilty and the other felt irresponsible. Earlier, the guy was a swimming athlete, and when he saved the girl he loved, he lost his ability to be a competitive swimmer. From then on, making a living became very difficult for him, but he still had to be responsible for his girlfriend. You see, the worst feeling for a man in love is the inability to care for or protect the woman he loves. That's why, when you're dating, don't ask yourselves who should pay or who should do this or that. In truth, a man who truly loves you wants to do those things. He doesn't want to be useless in your eyes. There's a very touching scene where he gets angry at the girl because she had a job and she was developing her career and earning money. So she paid the rent without telling him because he was struggling financially, and he was so angry. That feeling was a mix of anger and powerlessness, and that's the feeling of someone who truly loves a girl. But if you date a guy and you pay all the rent and everything for him, and he doesn't feel guilty at all, then he doesn't love you, you know? An important thing to know is that a man who truly loves a woman wants to protect her. And that's why, at that moment, I cried watching that movie, and I couldn't make a sound. Normally, it's hard to cry silently, but I couldn't make a sound because I couldn't breathe anymore. I had to breathe through my mouth, so I couldn't make any noise. And I cried, and after the ending, I continued crying for another hour. It really made me understand that couple. Meaning, even though she still loved him very much, if she stayed, she would feel guilty because she would always remember what he said. If I hadn't met you, would my life be different? Meaning, if he hadn't saved her, would he be an athlete now or something else? The rules in relationships, you can see them like that. Don't ask me who should pay when dating. Anyone can pay, but the point is, a man who loves you won't let you suffer. Do you know that when I'm in a relationship, I've never had to pay? This is just me talking, but sometimes I really want to pay, but I never, ever get to. I might make it up to him with gifts or something, but for me, someone who truly cares for you won't let you suffer. When you watch My Love, I shed tears without being able to make a sound. I couldn't cry out loud. It's so hard to describe, but I think that movie was incredibly well acted. The male lead was amazing, and the female lead was good too, but the one who truly shone in that movie was the male lead's emotional state. He was the one who conveyed emotions so profoundly that it truly defines acting, isn't it? He acted so incredibly well. My tears. It's been so long since I cried like that, where I couldn't breathe. And it's truly so good, and it's truly life, you know? Life is like that. In the end, these two people, they ended up like that. Sometimes, the people who love each other the most can't be together. I've seen it. There are many things needed for a relationship to survive. It's not just love, I've told you before. In a video about things about love, I've already shared it. Some people don't believe it. Some people say that if two people just love each other, they can overcome anything, but no. There are many other factors. It needs the right time, the right place, and the right people, you know, my dear. I've been talking so much I haven't read the comments. My mom and my friends must be so jealous, huh? Let me read them now. Let me read them again. Where did you buy the camera you hold for TikTok? I got it as a gift. How can I stop caring about people who don't like me? You can watch San's latest podcast. I've already answered that question there. Can you show me your books? Okay, I'll do a book tour someday. The animated film that moved me was Coco, the movie about souls, about the deceased and the living. In general, it's very good because of the strong family emotions. Am I afraid of ghosts when I'm alone? Well, before, when I slept alone, I was very scared, but now I actually really like being alone. It feels very peaceful. But sleeping with someone else is also very nice, but I'd prefer someone who sleeps well with me. Sleeps well means, normally, when you go to bed, how many pillows do you need? I need 5 pillows. 5 pillows just for me. Do you also sleep with 5 pillows like me? Laughter. Bye-bye, my battery is dead. Happy, happy, go charge your phone. Okay, bye everyone, see you again. Could I really leave you all here and go? It's almost 10 p.m. I guess I'll take a few more questions before ending the live stream and going to bed. You're talking about Adele's music. Adele's music is on a level that's hard to describe because, as you know, Adele is someone universally recognized for her ability, talent, and her way of making music. While many artists focus a lot on commercial success, and of course, Adele still needs to sell her music to make money, she still values her own emotions and musical values. Adele's music? Well, there's nothing more to say. Her voice alone is truly unique and hard to replicate. In this era, because the younger generation tends to like trending songs on TikTok, it's different. For my generation and older, the music we listened to back then was different from now. Now people often listen to catchy, fast-paced trending songs. But the songs I listen to, even after 10 or 15 years, you still listen to them. I just played Someone Like You for you earlier, so that's probably been a decade. It's been a long time. Those are the musical styles of my age group. Perhaps many of you who follow me are still very young, so your musical mindset is different from mine. San, you're asking if your boyfriend no longer has feelings for you, should you stop? What about you? How do you feel? Do you want to be in a relationship like that? I think if it were me, I'd end it. You deserve someone who says they love you first. Why continue with someone who has no feelings? Your car won't have feelings either. But I already know you'll say you still love him, won't you? He's already broken up with you once. He's also the one who's holding on to you. ZZZ, it's just a breakup, I won't answer anymore. If you want to break up, don't make me be mean like a mother. Did you teach yourself to play the piano for a long time? It took me several years to be able to play. It's not easy, because it really hurts your hands. Even now, if you can't endure the pain, you won't be able to play. Because every time I play a melody for you, my hands hurt so much. They hurt for days. So, learning to play an instrument really hurts. Smile so I can take a picture? Okay, what kind of smile? It's been a long time since I posed, so I don't know how to pose. I say that, but just recently I shot an advertising campaign, but I don't know why lately there's such a big difference between when I'm working and when I'm just being myself. But I work very professionally. Your tan skin, your sweet smile, I keep thinking about when you said you've planned everything until the end of January. Actually. Let me tell you quietly, don't tell anyone else, okay? Actually, it's not just the January plan. I've already finished the plan for 2022. This is just a general plan. It's not the detailed plan yet. Because during the process, I'll need to make changes and cover things up, but here, the plan is ready until the end of December. It's such a struggle to hide it, such a struggle. Anyway, that's how it is. No, I've revealed too much, haven't I? Actually, there were things I had already prepared for the end of this year, but because of the pandemic, meaning I didn't want to take risks, I canceled them. So I'll postpone them until next year. The truth is, I always prepare plans. The bigger something is, the more it needs a plan. You can't just go with the flow. You need a plan. So, having plans until January is actually very normal. Currently, having my plans ready until January is completely normal. There might be some minor changes during the process if needed, but otherwise, you have to plan ahead. For your own work, you should also have a plan, map out a clear plan so you can prepare. For example, once you have a goal, you can then set a direction and work towards it. But if you just work as things come, you'll only achieve so much. You won't have any breakthrough developments or other plans. You plan by the week? Yes, exactly. San is also someone who often plans by the week, but those weekly plans are for specific tasks. When you want to do something big, or something even bigger, you need a strategic plan. For example, let me tell you, 10 years ago, when San was creating marketing plans for a company, by October or November of this year, I would already have to have the marketing plan ready for the entire next year. You have to allocate the budget like, we'll spend a few billion next year, and you have to allocate it right away. Because, throughout the year there are events. For example, in February, there's Valentine's Day. In March, there's International Women's Day. There are seasonal events, so you have to plan ahead. For business, you have to plan ahead to know when to invest money and what products to launch. It has to be planned in advance. San has been planning for companies for many years, so it's only natural for me to plan for myself now. Sis, what if I don't have many plans yet? Well, when you're still studying, it's hard to have big plans, unless later when you're working at a company. And if you get the chance, pay more attention to the big planning boards. Even if you're not assigned to do them yet, you can read the plans made by your seniors to see how they plan. You can also ask them, "Sister, why are we spending $300 million this month, but only $100 million next month?" You have to be curious and observe how they plan. Then, once you're capable enough, you'll be able to create plans yourself. You'll be the one to plan, and you'll have to present to the director and everyone, explaining why you plan that way, based on what numbers, and what percentage growth compared to the same period last year. Oh, there's so much to it, but you need these kinds of calculations to truly understand. If you want to make a plan, you need to know where you currently stand. Only then can you make a plan. If you find it difficult to plan, maybe I'll help you by creating a special journal. Please wait for it. Okay, there are so many things I want to tell you, but when it comes to planning, it's about a far-reaching vision. It's not just about handling daily tasks. Daily tasks are when we've recognized a big goal and started to break it down into small daily tasks. But when you have a plan, it means all your daily to-do list items serve a purpose, a big goal of yours. If your daily tasks don't relate to your goals and don't serve a big purpose, then they're not really called plans. So what's important about planning is the vision, the self-awareness of your current abilities, and your future vision. I'm sorry for all the topics. I'll send you lots of phone notifications, but I'll leave now. Okay? Bye-bye, see you again. I love you. I'll take a picture, just a little something for you all. You guys are great. Because last time, you said San ended the live stream too quickly and you didn't have time to say goodnight, so I'll stay a little longer so you can say goodnight.